I finally made it. This video has been a year in the making, and this really is all about my golden year project that I started last year when I turned 28 on May 28th, which is your golden birthday. And instead of one day, I wanted to make this an entire year project. Anything I could do to focus on fitness, finance, social, spiritual, any improvement in those categories, give yourself 1 year to do it. And on paper, I have not drank for a full year. I lost 20 pounds, ran 300 miles. I meditated every day, lost a bunch of friends, lost family members, lost my job twice, traveled to a lot of places around the world, met really cool people, met CEOs of companies, people from the White House administration, famous YouTubers, people in the spiritual community, psychics, energy healers, all the stuff that I probably would have never even looked into prior to this year. And really I've undergone what I would consider just a spiritual awakening. And I know that term gets thrown around a lot, but for me, my life fully changed when that happened. Before this year, this project, I was kind of in a weird spot. Nothing was wrong. I had an amazing job working in the liquor industry, super fun, great friends, great apartment, car was paid off, lived in a cool city. But something internally, I just like, there's gotta be something more. There's gotta be more to this. And I couldn't distract myself any longer with drinking or partying or buying new things just to think, oh, that's gonna be it. That's the next thing. And it never was. So it wasn't until I started this out on this project and then started doing this inner healing or shadow work, if you're familiar with that term, that I started to fully realize where our power comes from. I guess my birthday last year, I spent it out in Sedona, Arizona, which is a super spiritual land, and it's got all the energy vortexes and the cool hikes and just a lot of cool stuff going on out there. And I set my intentions. I woke up one morning at like 5 a.m. and kind of set out on my own little hike, and just, you call it prayer, meditation, intention setting, whatever, and just put it out there for the universe, for God, for source, whatever works for you. And I swear, like if you would have told me this time last year that all this would have unfolded, I don't think I could really wrap my head around it. So it started in Sedona. You know, prior to that, I had worked with Reiki and a psychic. I spoke to my brother who had passed away in 2007. I know that sounds crazy. So take what resonates with you in this video and leave what doesn't. I became a breathwork coach a month after my birthday, and I've been helping people with that. It's been super rewarding, not only for myself in my sessions, but leading others to kind of do this inner work and healing that they didn't even know was possible. That's been really great, and also a form of income for me, which has been nice. I started speaking my mind on conspiracies or what's going on in the political spectrum with the mainstream news, with everything going on in the world right now. And that has caused me to lose so many friends, or people think I'm crazy. Like, you know, even just the other day, my sister told me that a cousin asked if I was okay, and I could see where all this stuff I'm speaking on would make some sense. Is he okay? But, you know, have those conversations, because we all project those things as fears when we want to point the finger at someone else. And I used to do the same thing. That's just a side tangent. Over the summer, I really dove into the spirituality stuff. Like I said, I became a breathwork coach. I got certified in Reiki. I started the meditation every day, journaling, working on things that I really, I never had even considered before. And it brought me to this like level of empowerment that I never realized was within myself either. But saying that, you also create these boundaries, because you realize where you're giving some of your power away or letting other people affect your emotions. And when you create those boundaries, the people on the other side aren't always super receptive to it. That can come in the form of family even, which, you know, I've had to distance myself in the past, and now we're stronger than ever. I've lost friends, like I said, that they haven't come back around yet, which that's okay too. Later on in the year, I met with people from the Trump administration, which if you would have known me a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would have said, F that. No way would I ever be affiliated with anything Trump. He's racist, he's homophobic, he's all these things. You know, being a gay guy myself, I'm like, I don't believe it, whatever. Then I started doing research, like, wait, why do we hate him so much? Before he ran for president, no one had an issue with him. He was in all the rap songs, whatever. And then I started looking into, like, oh, this is why. And that's where the conspiracy rabbit holes kind of started being born, especially with COVID and the narrative of that. Went down that rabbit hole. Then I had the opportunity to go do ayahuasca in Costa Rica with a famous YouTuber, Aaron Doughty. Picks 20 people. He's got over 1 million subscribers. He picked 20 people to go. I had the opportunity to join. I had a celestial surgery. I know that sounds crazy. Literally like aliens coming down and working on my shoulder that I've had issues with, telling me I can love myself. Just a deeper, profound meaning. There's purging, obviously. I did frog poison, which helps to clear your gut of heavy metals, plastics, toxins, also decalcify your third eye, your pineal gland, which is spiritual connection. Just recently got back from Tulum, Mexico with a new group of people from Charlotte, so met some really good connections there and had some deeper relationships formed. I mean, I don't know how to really say what this year has meant, because you can't put into words all the things, all the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, the people who think you're crazy, the people who aren't in your life because you're not drinking, losing my job, especially when I got rehired back and then unexpectedly let go that I'm no longer a good fit. Come to find out it's because they said I'm racist, I'm homophobic, all these things. And those projections would have normally bothered me so badly before I did this internal work. But when you start to realize that everyone is just kind of, like I said, projecting or reflecting, you don't take it so personal and you use it as an opportunity for growth. The world's changing. It's going to be awesome. I know it seems like weird and scary right now and people want to go back to normal, but normal's never coming back. This, like I said, this golden year, I didn't accomplish everything I wanted. I would have a six-pack right now if I would have hit all my goals. And while I'm closer to it, it's not going to just stop at this year. It's going to become a golden life project. There's so many things that I still want to set out to accomplish. Financial goals, physique goals, career, creating my own business and content, and working with people to alleviate some of the anxieties and depressions and things like that through the energy work that I've done myself. This isn't a video to be boastful, because it was not an easy year, likely one of the most profound years of my life. And I guess my encouragement is you don't have to wait for a golden birthday, especially if you were 7 years old when it happened. But these small incremental changes, those are what yield these huge results. So whether that's meditating every day or tracking your food or getting more activity in or journaling and looking at some of the things that you may not like about yourself that you want to change, and understanding how other people's opinions really don't matter. It's a super, super empowering yet vulnerable place to be, and I don't think I would trade it for the world. Even with the lost friends, the lost jobs, the lost family members, so much that I gained in understanding about myself and coming back to my true self. I made a lot of mistakes and I made a lot of progress, but that's what life is. It's the ebbs and the flows. So I'm really, really excited for what's next in life. It's going to be good, and I think we all need to remember that. Take a step back, take a breath, sign up for breathwork class. It's going to be good. I love you guys more than you know, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for everyone. Peace.